Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I'm going to start with this because Jamie Dimon has just figured out that he needs to sound the alarm on the rising U.S. debt having potentially disastrous outcomes. We've been shouting about this on this channel since I started the channel, but Jamie Dimon, who leads the largest investment bank probably in the world, or one of them, he's just figured out that this is potentially disastrous after he and his buddies have made money off of the continued money printing for the last 10 years. Okay, if you hear a lawnmower or a blower in the background, that is because there is a lawnmower or a blower in the background. So I'm just making you aware that Jamie Dimon's just figured this out. Now, regardless of what you feel about Vladimir Putin or Ukraine or any of that stuff, he's over the money right here, literally.
В условиях инфляционной бури у многих развивающихся стран возникает резонный вопрос. А зачем обменивать товары на доллары и евро, которые на глазах теряют в весе? Напрашивается вывод. На смену экономики мнимых сущностей неизбежно приходит экономика реальных ценностей. По данным МВФ, сейчас в глобальных валютных резервах находится 7,1 триллиона долларов и 2,5 триллиона евро. И эти деньги обесцениваются темпом около 8% в год. Но кроме того, в любой момент они могут быть еще и конфискованы, украдены, если США что-то не понравится в политике тех или иных государств. Но это, по-моему, стало абсолютно реальным для очень многих стран, которые хранят свои золотовалютные резервы в этих валютах. По оценке экспертов, уже в ближайшие годы, это чисто объективный анализ, уже в ближайшие годы будет запущен процесс конвертации глобальных резервов из теряющих свою стоимость валют в настоящие ресурсы, такие как продовольствие, энергоносители, другое сырье. Очевидно, что этот процесс еще сильнее подстегнет глобальную долларовую инфляцию.
So, he doesn't want to depend on the U.S. dollar anymore, and I don't blame him. Okay, that's why I've got a gold sponsor. My sponsor is Glint. They're right here. I buy gold in this account, and I also buy physical gold. Bought some physical here recently, but I have a good amount in my Glint account as well. With the Glint account, you can have a debit MasterCard, and you can literally go to a restaurant or a grocery store and spend your gold. So if things get really out of control, it's a lot better to have your money in gold than US dollars. Putin knows. Now, check this out. This is Rosie Rios. She's doing one of those 1-minute videos with Ripple.
Do this in a minute? Only time will tell. Hi, I'm Rosie Rios, and this is Crypto in a Minute. So, the way I think about blockchain, it's a decentralized ledger. So how it records your transactions could be anything from, NFTs to real estate to art. And there are so many more applications that we don't even know are out there. So, as a great example, my son just started his own startup company, which is this crowdfunding portal for real estate on the blockchain. And when he explained it to me how it works, it really just opens up your eyes about all the other use cases that could be out there. And so when you have that type of kind of sophisticated technology, think about how the world of technology has changed even in the last few years, right? Whether it's virtual reality, augmented reality, and now applied augmented reality in the metaverse. So I think the prospects are out there. I just think it's so exciting to think about how this next generation even uses the blockchain and thinks about commerce. And I think there's just so much more to come. I did that in 59.
All right, there's one interesting thing about Rosie Rios that I just can't. This kind of goes in the All the World's a Stage file. She's all buddy-buddy with this current administration, and that is the man who put Gary Gensler where he is. And she also said this on June 17th. I'm assuming it's on June 17th.
Well, I think the good news about kind of structure is, there's obviously a regulatory framework that's in place. We have a new administration. We have a lot of great people at the helm having a lot of great conversations about what happens to inspire innovation, not stymie innovation. And so, I adore Gary Gensler. I think he's going to do a fabulous job.
Oh my gosh.
in not just in the crowdfunding space, but in the crypto space and all the other areas where I think you need level-headed people who have been in the trenches. He was obviously the chair of the CFTC in the past. He knows crypto. He's at MIT studying this. And so he, in my opinion, obviously in the Obama administration, he was also part of the Jobs Act legislation, among other pieces of legislation. So the regulatory framework that needs to be in place is really just beginning, in my opinion. Those discussions are happening now. And so you see a lot of, of course, you saw the news about, for example, El Salvador passing a law to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. That's a huge, huge step. So having the government, the regulators, literally kind of, trying to get ahead of this, which is really hard because government doesn't usually lead; they usually follow, right? So they react. They react to innovations.
I can't listen anymore, or my keyboard is going to be soaked, and I'm going to have to get a new computer because I will vomit if I hear any more about how great Gary Gensler is and how on top of things he is. Now, Charles Gasparino just keeps on keeping on, folks. He's trying his best. I guess he's trying his best to light up the XRP community or whatever. Bigger question, Coinbase. Outcome of SEC case versus Ripple over XRP. SEC win clearly allows Gary Gensler to apply same regulatory logic to Ethereum token. Only tradable crypto could be BTC, Bitcoin. In other words, exchanges aren't exactly growth business. Then I retweeted his tweet and I said, or a Ripple win could give XRP clarity going forward while all other crypto remains in purgatory. Or it could give XRP clarity. They could say Bitcoin already has clarity, but all other digital assets are in purgatory. And Charles actually agreed with me here. Let me see. He retweeted it. I had it. Let's see. Let me see if, well, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, he retweeted mine. He said he agreed that could happen too. So, in so many words. And he says, and then he tweeted this. He says, I have no idea who's going to win SEC versus Ripple. The judge's comments initially suggested she's siding with Ripple, but that was before the whole SBF implosion and scrutiny of crypto. So who knows? Well, what I don't understand is what does what happened with SBF have? What bearing does that have on the legalities of the Ripple lawsuit? I mean, that's not even apples and oranges. That's like apples and Cheetos. That doesn't have anything to do with it, unless this judge is somehow being pressured politically. Now, Gemini's Winklevoss is now demanding the removal of DCG CEO Barry Silbert. Check this out. He gave an earn update, an open letter to the board of Digital Currency Group. I guess he's asking them to give fire Barry Silbert. He's got a section here called Public Lies. He's got I'm not going to read the whole thing. Private lies, accounting fraud. How did we get here? I mean, he's really going at it on this guy. Not looking good, folks. Not looking good. The path forward. Now, moving along. Check this out. Kraken now has on Kraken Pro, that is, Flare networks trading and staking are live on Kraken. Geographic restrictions apply. So they're doing trading and staking right now. I tried to go buy some Flare on Uphold and it wouldn't go through. Tried it twice today. No, 3 times today. Flare Observer, incredible. Flare has been listed on nearly 20 exchanges. Here's some of the markets. Let me hit the old refresh button. Flare's at, I guess, 3.5 cents or so. It's on Kraken, KuCoin, Bitfinex, BitHum, OKX, Gate.io, Bybit, whatever that is, BKX, Bitrue, Hot Coin Global, Bing X. That's a lot of exchanges for day one. Then this guy actually says he got in touch with Coinbase, and they said, as announced, we intend to honor our prior commitment. Now, so their prior commitment was somewhere in the first quarter, I think, of 2023. Here's the problem, folks, and this is my question. If they drop the flare drop, if Coinbase gives us our flare into Coinbase that was due to us in the first quarter of 2023, my understanding is that there's going to be some vote, and if it's voted on, that we'll have to wrap and then delegate our flare or something like that in order to receive. You got 15% in this drop, but to receive the rest of your 85% that's going to be coming over months, over the next 36 months, I think, you have to wrap and delegate, is my understanding. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's what they're trying to do. Well, what if we don't receive our flare into Coinbase by the time it's time to do that wrapping and delegating? Are we just going to be out of luck? What's the deal there? That's the question. That's my question. Now, this is interesting. This guy says, Bob Way thoughts. This is from December 14th, 2015. Microsoft's Marley Gray, Ripple, and ILP will be the fabric of the multi-chain future. Then there's this, philanthropy. This is the Jed McCaleb Wikipedia, I believe. McCaleb was announced as a new donor to the artificial intelligence research group called OpenAI. All right? And then today, Microsoft is reportedly in talks to invest $10 billion in hashtag ChatGPT parent company OpenAI, valuing the company at $29 billion. All right, and they covered this on CNBC. Well, I remembered covering this about Jed McCaleb when I was trying to find Jed McCaleb's ties to Elon Musk. And here it is. This is from February 20th, 2018. We're excited to welcome the following new donors to OpenAI. Jed McCaleb. There's Reid Hoffman from PayPal. And then it goes on. Additionally, Elon Musk will depart the OpenAI board, but will continue to donate and advise the organization. As Tesla continues to become more focused on AI, this will eliminate a potential future conflict for Elon. So now we have Elon Musk tied to this and to this. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Tell your friends and family. OpenAI is tied to Elon Musk, Jed McCaleb, Microsoft, this Marley Gray character, PayPal. Thanks for listening.